kingdom of heaven. I was fighting demons and dragons. Heart on the sleeve and it's tatted. You should like bitches that's ratchet. Yeah, I was out of my mind. Yeah, said this shit too many times. Yeah, I was just trying to vibe. Yeah, too many signs. Yeah, she got the whoop. It's like the kingdom of heaven. I was fighting demons and dragons. Heart on the sleeve and it's tatted. You should like bitches that's ratchet. Yeah, I was out of my mind. Yeah, too many times. Yeah, I was just trying to vibe. Yeah, said this shit too many times. It's supposed to be forever. We try to make it work. Yeah, but it seemed like when we tried, it only makes it worse. I'm like, fuck all this shit cause it coming too much. But I ain't the type to give up. Leave you on real while you typing shit up. Fuck how you feel. Bitch, I just keep it a fuck. Goddamn. It's not what I signed up for. Keep thinking this shit again. Yeah, you gon' find out though. Yeah, and let a bitch do me like Will. Nah, yeah, I got bitch in Brazil. Yeah, don't play about this shit for real. Yeah, break your little heart, you won't heal. Yo. She said she is a mess, I don't know. He said he owns some smoke, I don't know. All my niggas don't wanna go. Yo. She said she is a mess, I don't know. He said he really don't wanna go. Yo. I'm a star, baby girl, I can go in the dark. Let me know now who y'all free star. Don't play with me cause I'm not a good talk. I ain't got a lot, but I will take it far. I ain't got a lot, but I'm gonna want a lot. I ain't got a car, but I still take it far. Back down, I will never back down. I will never back down, no. I sit down, but you know I'm gonna go. Niggas in my face, but I really let her go. Met a new real bitch, pretty from the loop. She don't really give a nigga stress like you. She don't really get upset like you. I still there, dude, I still won't lose. I still won't lose, I won't lose. I will never really lose. Dealing with some stress, I ain't really in the mood. Dealing with some stress, I ain't really in the mood. Yo. She said she is a mess, I don't know. He said he owns some smoke, I don't know. All my niggas don't wanna go. Yo. She said she is a mess, I don't know. He said he really don't wanna go. Yo.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakathan to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahushai to all the sisters. Priest and Officer Kamada holding it down for the Lashawan Qadash every Friday. This gets you ready for Sabbath service, right? The Lashawan Qadash is the class that sets you up to understand words if you study. So you could for the Sabbath service, Salakia. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth, we've been defending the truth, and we've been saying that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So the Lashawan Qadash, it's our ethnic language, the ethnic language of so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is a God-given language, right? It's not a language that was forced upon us like the oppressor did. The oppressor forced the Spanish, Portuguese, French, English, right? All these languages upon so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they made us forsake our God-given language. And what they did, they also took our language and they watered it down with German, which today you will have Yiddish and you will have so-called modern Hebrew, right? But that's what they did. They bastardized our language. So we're going back to the ancient Hebrew, right? So what we do is we get familiar with the ancient characters. ancient Hebrew characters, right? So we have two type of characters here. What you see is the ancient characters up top, and here underneath you see the Assyrian characters. Some characters might resemble uh, one another, like the Shah, almost looks alike. The La, it's like an upside down La L. I mean, it's like a La, right? Even the Qua almost looks the same to me now that I'm familiar with the characters. But somebody who's just finding out about the Lashawan Qadash, somebody who does not practice, uh, right, who does not train their mind to identify these characters, is going to be something foreign, right? These characters up here might look somewhat familiar because, right, that looks like an L, that looks like a W, and like a Y, what have you, an N, right? But we're here to go over the Hebrew characters, the pronunciations, and also get into uh, words, scriptures, right? Break down scriptures because that's what's going to set you up for tomorrow's Sabbath service, right? So, Lashawan Qadash, this is how you would spell it out in the Hebrew from right to left. La Shawan Qadash. Same thing here, except you don't have these connectors. These are connectors to let you know if a character is being pronounced singularly or if it's joined or connected. So like connected with another character to make uh, so like here you have a Y and a Na. That when it's connected, it'll say one. The dot and the sha when it's connected is dash, right? Otherwise, if there's single connectors, identify as single connectors, it'll say dasha, wa na, right? But nonetheless, it's connected. But now in the Syrian, when you have these words here, right, usually two or three characters make up a word, right? So, um, right, so and then you'll know that the last two characters will be connected. Lashawan Qadash, this is how it will be spelled in the English. La Sha Wan Qadash, right? La Sha Wan, so like a one, Qadash, which translates to holy tongue. Translates to holy tongue, right? Which is a language. All right, so now we're going to get into the characters. I believe we haven't done the characters in like a week or two. So we're going to get into the characters. Pronounce them out loud. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka. La, ma, na, sa, I, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. So we're going to do it again in the Assyrian. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka. La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Ha, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. So we have 22 characters in the ancient Hebrew, and we have 27 characters in the Assyrian Hebrew. And we're going to go over the characters. We're going to pronounce them out loud. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. We're going to go over it again. Same thing. These characters look way different from the ancient characters, but it's still pronounced the same. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Now we have 7 extra characters in the Assyrian, which is the Ka, the Ma, the Na, the Pa, and the Za. And these, I underline these characters with the blue to identify that these characters with the blue underline are used only or will be seen only in the beginning or the middle of a word. And the characters with the red underline are always going to come or will be seen at the end of a word. Right? So I'm going to leave this up for a minute or so, and then we're going to get into Genesis, the 16th chapter. Shalom to everyone tuning in, the water. Drop a like, share the class. Let me see, man, that Hebrew is hard for me. So, like, what does your name mean? Shalom, sis. Shalom, Matamya. Shalom, Karnal. So, Khan, yeah, the Assyrian was the one that was harder for me to pick up, but, kept practicing and practicing to I memorized the characters, and now that I'm teaching the class, it's easier for me to memorize. And it's like something that you do on a daily basis. You're not gonna forget. What does my name mean? My name means anvil. Anvil. I'm not sure if you know what an anvil is, but just to give you an idea, if you ever watched cartoons, the Road Runner and Coyote, you would have this metal object it's called an anvil, and it will always fall on Coyote's head, right? And it'll sound like iron. But so my name means anvil, and it's because I have the spirit like solid, unmovable, firm, and the second fold. So that's one, and the second fold that I was told is like an anvil. An anvil is used to shape metal. So it could be shaped. You could shape metal and on the anvil into a weapon, or you could shape it into a tool. So I have to, how do you say? I have to become an anvil, so I could shape my people into obeying the Lord, into following the Lord, right? Fearing the Lord. So let me get this. Get this Genesis and the Blue Letter Bible ready, so I can present it. Okay, so we're gonna move along. So Genesis 16:11. me see. Should I? Okay. Waya Omar. Waya. Waya Omar and said, Laha unto her, and said unto her, Mala'ah, the angel, the power of the Lord, of the Lord, Hanukkah, behold thou, behold thou, Hara, with child. Wa, Waya, Lata, Waya Lata, and shall bear a son, one, and son, Wa, Wa, Quara, What call? And call and shall call. Shall call. Shamka. So like Shamna, his name. Sham, Shamwa. Shamwa, his name. Ya, Sha, Ma, Yashama, so like Yashamai, Yashamai Allah. Yashama Allah is Ishmael. Kaya, because Shamai, had heard, had heard Yahweh, the Lord. Had heard the Lord, Al, I, so like I'm Ya, Anyaka, I'm, I'm Yaka, thy affliction. So I'm going to read it in the English. Genesis 16:11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard thy affliction. Now, if anybody knows the Bible, without who is the her? And said unto her, this is a clue right here. Ishmael is a clue. Who is the her? If anybody can type it in the chat. This is off topic, sir, but where did you get that Ghetto Angels hoodie? That's nice. Khan says there's a brother in the school from, I believe he's from the North Carolina school or South Carolina, but you could find him. What's the Kowal? Kowal. That's the brother's name. Chawal. Kowal, and you can hit the brother up, and you know he can make anything for you. But let's see. Lopez name the water. Musa in Christ. So I guess nobody's participating. But the answer to my question, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, a younger boy, and shall call his name Ishmael. So who is Ishmael's mother? Ishmael, his mother is Hagar. Hagar is Sarah's servant. And just to give you a context, Sarah wasn't able to bear children. So what she did is that she gave her maid, she gave her maid unto her husband. So that way she's able to bear children through her, through Hagar. And this is when Hagar is pregnant. The angel of the Lord came unto her. Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard thy affliction. So we're going to read this in the Hebrew. Waya Amar. And Wa is and. I should start identifying the preposition. So this is a preposition, Wa, which means and I'm going to underline it in green. Hopefully you can see that. Wa is and. Waya Amar. Amar is said. Right, let me get that. So the root word is Amar. Amar is to say, speak, utter, and said. Laha. La is to or unto. Right? Unto, and the ha is feminine, so unto her. Malath, Mala'ak, the angel. Let's go. Mala'ak. Mala'ak, which means messenger. You have Malak. Malak means king. Mala'ak is messenger. So it's angel, representative. Also, what's another word? Ambassador, right? Mala'ak, messenger. So this is a messenger of the Lord is an angel, right? Yahweh. So it's the angel of the Lord. Let's see. Hanka. Behold thou. So thou is a possessive. So like a ka is a possessive to mean you, your, which in the Old English is thou, right? Also thy. Thy is also ka. Ka. So hanka. behold thou, and the hun. Also, hun is I believe is a possessive as well. Let me double check. Uh, Han. Han is in the feminine. So we have ham, meaning there, them, in the masculine, and Han is there, them, in the feminine. So, Salakia, let me double check. Okay, no, Salakia, the root word is Hana. So Hana means behold, lo, see, if. Right? So behold, I was wrong. So it's but Hana, Han as a possessive means there. What was it? Salakia? There, them, in the feminine. Right? But this is not it. The root word for hun is hana, which means behold, behold thou, hanka. Hara, hara is pregnant, right? Pregnant. So, right, with child, meaning pregnant, conceived. So, hanra, pregnant. Then we have wayaladah. So again, we have a wa, which means and yaladah. So the root word yalad, the root word here for yaladah is yalad, which means to bear, bring forth, beget, right? To bear. And then bun, to bear what? A son, bun. Wa yaladah bun. So, and shall bear a son. Waqwara'ath. So wa again, and you're gonna see that a lot. Wa and qara'ath. So the root word is qara'ath. Qara'ath. And it means to call, to call out. So to call, right? And shall call Shamwa, his name. Let me see if it has a wa. Right. A wa at the end of a word is a possessive, which means his. Right? If I want to know your name, it'll be Sham Ka. Right? We have the Ka here, thou. Sham Ka, your name. Shamwa, his name. Yashamai, Allah. So the ma and the I come together, right? Yasha my Allah. Yasha my Allah. Ishmael, that's the son's name. Kaya, because. And also Kaya could be used so the biblical usage for Kaya is that, for, because, when, right? But let me see the more times is used as that, because, for, if, surely, except, yea, doubtless, right? Because Kaya, because um, Shammai, Shammai is heard or listen, hear, right? That's the word Shammai is to hear, listen to, obey. Yahweh, the Lord. Al, Al means unto, right? Unto the Lord, because thou hast heard the Lord, right? So Al is to, toward, unto. So Anyaka, right? Again, the ka here is possessive to mean thy, you, your. So let's see what's the root word for affliction is Anya. Anya. So Anya, affliction, poverty, misery, right? Affliction. Anyaka, thy affliction, your affliction. All right, let me go into the Hagar consist. So let me present quickly, just go over, take these bastard dots. Let me make this, there we go. So again, Waya Amar, and said, Laha, unto her, Mala'ak, that means messenger, the angel, Yahweh of the Lord, Hanya, Isalaka, Hanka, right? Behold, Han is behold, Ka, thou. Hara'ah, Salaka, Hara means pregnant. Wa, Yalada, and bear, and shall bear, Bun, son, and shall call, right? Wa, Fara'ath. Again, so like, let me, right? You go down here, you want to check the, what was it? Okay, yeah, Wara'ah, which means call, to call. What was it? Wa Wara'ah, Shamwa, his name. Sham is name. Wa is a possessive to mean his name. Yashamai Allah, Ishmael. Kaya, because Shammai had heard Yahweh, the Lord, Al Anyaka, right? Thy affliction. So we're going to go into the next verse. Let me turn this over. Verse 12. Here we go, verse 12. Wahawa'a. Wa ha wa wahawa'a. And he Yaya will be and he will be Para'ah. Pa a wild Para'ah Adam. Man. Yakawa. So like it. Yadwa. Yadwa. His hand. Ba cow. Bakal. Bakal against every man. Wayad Wayad and hand Kal, every man's. Kawa, I'm gonna select Bawa, Bawa against him. Against him, Wa'al, and in Panya, the presence Kal, of all. Select Akya, Akyawa, Akyawa, his his brethren. Yasha, Yashakan, Shakan, Yashakan, Ya, Yasha, Yashakan, he shall do it. So I'm gonna read it in the English, verse 12. And he will be a wild man. His hand, and this is pertaining to Ishmael, who today is the so-called Arab man. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in his, so like in the presence of all his brethren. All right, so we're gonna read it in the Hebrew. Wa hawa'a, right? And hawa'a is he. Hawa'a is the root word, and is he. Let's see, so like that, right? Let me identify this. The preposition wa and wa hawa'a ya ya. So like ya. So like a Yahaya, Yahaya. The root word is Haya. So Yahaya is to be, right? To be, become, come to pass, exist, happen, fall out. So to be, will be, right? Ya, haya, para'ah, para'ah, wild ass, wild ass, or wild. So a wild, a dumb, that's man, mankind, a dumb, Adam, right? Adam, Yad what? So Yad is hand, right? Yah is hand. The Wa at the end of a word again is his, right? So that's a possessive. The Wa as a possessive means his. So Yad is hand. Wa is his. So his hand, right? His Yad Wa, hand his, right? His hand. Ba Bakal. So Ba, that's not a, okay, kind of, it is Ba, is a possessive. So Ba, let me get that Ba. Right? Ba, Bakal, against every man. So his hand, Ba, as a preposition is, this is a preposition, but it means in or on, right? His hand is going to be on, right? Against, when you have something on, like if I have my hand, if I put my hand on somebody, that means that I'm against it, right? So Ba, Ka, Bakal, so like Bakal. So cow is all, the whole, every, right? Every call. So on all, so like on every, right? Speaking about man, speaking about mankind, on every man. Wa, yad, and hand. All right, this is another preposition. Wa. By now, you should start being familiar with what wa means in the beginning of a root word. It means and at the end of a root word that means his. So wa and yad. Yad is hand. Ka, again, every, right? Speaking about man, the context is man. So every man, but wa, right? But wa is against him. So wa is him. Let me go back. But wa, right? The wa is him. So like I had a bar here. Let me do that one in the blue to identify that that's a preposition and is against. Right? Ba here means against. Against wa'al. So that's a preposition. Wa and right? And I'll. I'll um I'll let me see. Right? It means in addition. Right? In I'll means in as in addition to. Addition to, so like it. No, it's not addition to. Would mean towards to or against, right? Panya. Panya is face. So panyam. The root word is panyam, which means face, faces, presence, right? Presence, the presence. Panya, cow, means all or every, right? Ak, akya, wa. So the wa is his. This is a possessive, is at the end of the word. It means his. Ak, ak means brother. Ya means brethren, right? Ak, ya. Ya, shamkan. So like it. Ya, what's their word? Ya shakan. Shakan is the root word, which means to settle down, abide, dwell, tabernacle, reside. Right? So Ya, that's a right. The Ya is he. Ya is he. Dwell. He shall dwell. Right? Again, Wa Ara'ah, Yahaya, Para'ah, Adam, Yadwa, Bakal, Wayud, Cow, Bawa, Wa'al, Panya, Cow, Ach, it's like an Ahyaka, Ahyawa, Ya, Shakan. Take it to the Ya Shakan. Shalom, sis. Welcome to class. Let me present. This is verse. Let me get the next verse. Verse 12. Forward line. Take these bastard vowels. So, wa, hawa, and he. Hawa is he, right? Wa is a preposition, and hawa is he. Ya, haya will be. Para'a, wild. Adam, man. Yadwa, hand, his, right? His hand. Ba, bakal, against every, speaking about the man, right? Against every man. Wayad, and hand. Cow, every, speaking about the man, in every man's hand. Bawa, against him, right? Wa, him. Ba, against him. Wa, in, out. In or towards. Panya, the presence. The root word is panyam, which means face or faces. Towards the presence. Cow, all or every. Akya, wa, brethren. Wa is his brethren, right? Wa as a preposition, so like as a possessive, is his. Ya, shakan. So he shall dwell. All right, let's get verse 13. Let me just set it up. Let me go back. $13. Wafa Korah, Wa Ba Kwa Ra, Wafa Korah, and she called. She called Shum. Her name Yahweh of the Lord Ha the Bard that spake that spake Al unto her. Unto her Atha thou Al God Ra'aya seest me. Seest me. Seest me. Kaya or Amra she said Ha Hakam Hakam also Alam here Ra'ayafia Ra Ra'aya Ra'ayafia have I looked Ahawa Salakia Akarya. Karya after him. After him, Ra'aya, that seeth. That seeth me. So I'm gonna read it in the English, verse 13. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth, Salakia, that seeth me? So in the Hebrew, wa tha kora'ah. Wa tha kora'ah. So kora'ah is the root word. Wa again is a preposition that means and. And, right? And kora'ah. So tha kora'ah. Kora'ah means to call out, right? Kora'ah. And let's see. Right, so wa taqwa, and she called Shum, name, the name, Yahweh of the Lord, Ha, the bar, right? The root word is the bar. The bar, and it means to speak, declare, converse, right? That spake, Aliyah, Salakia, Al-Yaha. So Al, the root word is Al, which means unto. The Ha, right? The Ha is a possessive that means her. So unto Al-Yaha. The root word is Al, which means unto. Ha, as a possessive, means her. Al-Yaha, Atha. Atha means thou. In the Old English, thou is you. Thou is the Old English, but it means you, right? Atha. This is one word that what do you call it? The bastard small hat. He says ata, right? So you get to see the difference, right? Atha has, it's a, there's a scripture in the Bible in the Apocrypha Ecclesiastes. It's like Ecclesiastic is that says that the things uttered in the Hebrew has more power. I'm just paraphrasing. has more power, right? So you see how the original Hebrew has more power than the watered down, right? They say atah and atah. That's, sounds like more with authority, right? Atah, thou, how. Let me get that. How. So how is a godlike, godlike one, mighty one, right? God, Al, Ra'ayah. Ra'ayah. Ra'ayah is looking, seeing, right? Seeing, sight. So looking, seeing, sight. So seest me, kaya for, right? Kaya means that, for, because, when, right? So kaya for Amara. Amara, the root word is Amar, right? Again, Amar, where do we have Amar? So like I think it was in the last scripture. But Amar means to speak, right? To say, speak, utter. And for she said, right? Amar ha. The ha is the she, right? Sometimes it will have the ha at the end of a word to let you know that that is a lower ranking. There's a ranking system with the Lord, right? So the ha is she. Hagam. So gam is also hagam. The root word is gum, gam, hagam, halam, hagan, halam, right? Halam is here, hither. Also here. Ra'ayathya, ra'ayathya. So ra'a is a root word, and it means to see, look at, inspect, consider, right? I have looked. Akarya, a car, a car, a car, right? Is a root word which means after. It means behind, after, of place, right? Of place. I have looked after, and the ya, you see the ya. Akarya, right? After him, Rahaya. That C is me, Rahaya. So like that. So Rahaya. So the ra'ah is seers, right? Ra'ah is see, look at, inspect, perceive, right? Inspect. So ra'ah is seest, seeth, and the yah is a possessive that means me. So seest, ra'ayah, me. Now let's go to so Laki, sir, this may be a dumb question, but are there any videos on how to draw these Hebrew letters, or is it mostly practice until perfect? Salaki says there is no videos, but maybe we could make one, right? Where the maybe the camera's over. Either we get like a small board or a paper, you know, and we go over the characters where you can see it up close, so that way you can get a better, you know, because people learn multiple ways. They learn by seeing, hearing, or doing it. Right? I'm more of a seeing and doing it. Right? So and it says or is it mostly practice until perfect? And you also have to practice. You're never going to perfect it, because even myself, or I mean, Salaki, I can't say you're never going to perfect it. You can perfect it, right? But you know, it's just going to take patience. Like if you can see myself, sometimes I go over the character because I might not take my time with it, so I kind of write it down pretty fast where it doesn't look like the character that I'm trying to present. But that's a great idea, sis. I'm gonna take that into consideration. Maybe making a video on writing down the Hebrew characters. Let me go to the blue letter. So we're gonna go into wa fakora'ah. So and call, right? Sham, name, Yahweh, name of the Lord. Ha dabar, that spake. Al Yaha, unto her, right? Al Yah is unto, ha is her. Atha, you, thou, meaning you, right? Al, God, or God like. But Salakia, Ra'aya, seest, Kaya, for, Amara, right? The word is Amar, which means said. Salakia, let me get it right here on the side, which means said, right? Speak. But said, what was it? Okay, time. Amorah, Hagam, also. Gum is also. Halam, right? Halam is here, hither, here, halam. Ra'ayathya, the root word is ra'ah, which means look. Here you have see, look, right? To see, look at, inspect. Ra'ayatya, ach, ach, so like akarya, akarya. So the root word is akar, and it is uh, right behind, after, which is the one? Behind after of place. After that, right? So akarya, ra'aya, right? See me, seeth me. Right? The root word is ra'ah, ra'ah. That's going to be it for tonight's class, the water for tuning in. I'm going to go over these security announcements before I dismiss the class. Let me pull them up. Most High in Christ, sis. So the security announcements. ISUPK security announcements. We are the Israel. So like we are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here. So they are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10, means 10. In the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would give. So you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation is October 2nd, which is the memorial of the trumpets. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, war scarf. With that, class dismissed.